name is Elmira Strange and I'm a psychologist, life coach and a teacher of psychology, counseling and coaching. If you are an aspiring coach or a therapist, especially if you would like to work online and learn how to build your successful online business and learn various techniques and tools for therapy and coaching that you can use on yourself and on your clients, then you are in the right place. So in today's video, I would like to discuss with you meditation versus mindfulness. What works best for the busy mind? I myself have something that is called busy mind that can work 24/7 and that it's very difficult to calm it down. I constantly think about different things, about the books I've read, about the podcast I'm listening to, about my business, about the next YouTube video that I would like to make. So it's always something in my head. And of course there are other things like our life and family situation and traveling and career and on and on and on. Everything is running through our head and it can be very, very hard to stop our thinking and start meditating. If you are one of these people, then welcome and let's explore this topic together. So of course, what works best, meditation versus mindfulness, can be very subjective. Maybe you have tried both and you found that meditation actually works for you better than mindfulness, and for other people it's vice versa. And for some of you, nothing really works and nothing really sticks. So let's see what can work and what can we use. On several occasions in the past, I tried to make meditation as my regular practice. I would sit there and I try to meditate, I try to focus on my breathing, I try to suspend my thinking, I try to notice my thoughts coming and letting them go. I tried all kinds of techniques that I've read. But to actually make it as a habit, as a regular meditation that I would benefit from, I found it extremely difficult. This is where I found mindfulness can work better. Because what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is being aware of what you are doing at the moment and of various sensations that coming at you from your external world or internal world, like breathing and heartbeat and your internal state. So, for example, if you are drinking a cup of tea or if you are having some snack, what you can do as soon as you remember the word mindfulness, oh yeah, I want to practice mindfulness, this is where you can try to focus as much as you can on the sip of tea that you are taking in. And the same with snacks and foods. You can focus on texture, on the sweetness. You can even notice how it affects your brains, how they get more relaxed because you are taking something that you're really enjoying. So mindfulness, when it comes to foods and drinks, it's about actually full enjoyment of that experience to the point where you focus on it so precisely and so mindfully that nothing else is that important. I can recall past time when I wanted to buy, for example, a chocolate. And I know a chocolate, it's a treat because I can get used to having sugar every day in my life. So I have to be very mindful about snacks, sugary snacks that I'm having. But occasionally I can have a chocolate bar, for example. And when I have it, I remember the times where I wanted to suspend everything else around me. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to hear anybody or anything. I wanted to enjoy that bar of chocolate as much as I could. I would enjoy the taste, the sensation, the sweetness, the hit on the brain of dopamine. That was the mindful moment whilst I'm having that bar. So that's what mindfulness is. But another way of focusing on mindfulness or practicing mindfulness is focusing on your senses or sensations that come to you from external world. For example, the smells, the sensation of fresh air on your skin, the sounds that you hear around you. Focus on different sounds. Find 3 to 5 sounds around you and you will be amazed that you actually live in a quite noisy environment and you didn't even notice. Or you can try to pick 3 to 5 different objects around you, and it really helps if you're in nature, in the park or somewhere where you can see trees and flowers. So when you're focusing on the plants and just admiring the intricate details of those plants and how beautiful they really are, when you try to suspend all your thinking and just focus on the enjoyment from what you see, this is where you become present, this is where you become mindful. That's what practicing mindfulness is in daily life for busy minds. When it comes to practicing meditation, what worked for me in the past in terms of meditation when I tried to make it regular practice? One thing is to find guided meditations. For example, on YouTube, they're for free, and there are hundreds of them. This is where you are literally just guided. You just need to close your eyes and listen to the voice that can take you through various visualization images that you can follow pretty much at ease. And this is suspense your thinking too. So that's what I found. Guided meditation can be very helpful. But of course, again, you have to set up it as a regular practice. And this is where how to master your habits come into. You need to learn how to make habits that stick to your daily life and that you can find time for and that you will get benefit from. Another thing what worked for me in the past is when I was in Malaysia during my travels, I actually joined a meditation center where I would pay quite a substantial fee every month to go and use that place for meditation. It was a beautiful, tranquil place in the middle of the city, but it was so quiet because it was so higher up in the building, in a very tall building. I don't remember now which floor it was, maybe 20 something, maybe 40 something. The point is, it was very nice, quiet, and organized specifically for meditation. And because I had to make my way to that meditation center every day, and that would take me half an hour up to an hour depending on the traffic, of course I wouldn't sit there for 10-15 minutes. I would try to make a use of my time to the best of my abilities. So I was learning to meditate up to an hour, and at some point it extended to 2 hours. I could actually sit and meditate for 2 hours. That's what I found helpful. It's like paying fees to your gym. You're kind of paying for it, so you better go. So that's what kind of happened. As a benefit from that regular meditation, I could feel making myself more resilient to stress. I was more balanced and calm. I could let go of things easier. I could focus on tasks. My concentration levels were pretty good. So the point from this video, how to make meditation your regular practice or whether to practice mindfulness instead, I suggest you to try both meditation and mindfulness and see whatever sticks to your daily habit. As I said, with mindfulness, you can remind yourself, whether you put it on a phone reminder or whether you put something on your wrist, for example, or some ring, that every time you look at it, you remind yourself to practice mindfulness. And then you can use your senses. List 3-5 things that you see at the moment. Notice 3 to 5 things that you hear from your external world. And if you would like to set up a meditation as a regular practice, then have a look if you can join some meditation group, for example online, so you don't have to even go anywhere. But I would say to you from my personal experience, if you actually pay for something, for some program, you're more likely to show up and to actually do it. Or have a look at guided meditation as an alternative. It helps us to balance our mind. It helps us to be more focused and more resilient. The benefits from meditation and from mindfulness are numerous. And I urge you to read more about mindfulness and meditation, or to listen somewhere, like on YouTube videos, about the benefits of meditation and mindfulness in your life. And you will see that it's worth trying to make it as a regular practice, however small you start. Some of the breathing techniques I explain in one of my courses on stress and anxiety management, and where also I give an overview of what actually stress does to us on a daily basis, how we can distinguish between positive stress, eustress, and negative stress, distress, and when stress becomes burnout, when we can actually get severely ill if we don't notice the signs in time. If you are interested in exploring this course that I'm mentioning, I will post the link below in the description box so you could see if you'll benefit from it too. So please post your comments below, what you found, what works for you. Is it mindfulness or meditation? How did you get into it? How did you make it as a regular practice for yourself? Please share with us. It will be interesting to read your comments and see what else we can share amongst us all, that we all could benefit from these advices that we give to each other. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.